Hi, I'm Mike Chesworth from Starts at 60, and I'm here today with Tim Howard from Westpac, and we're talking about retirement. And we're actually talking about a difficult subject, and that's people who retire probably before they actually really want to leave the workforce. And that could be for a number of reasons, and that's going to change their financial situation, and it could have a mental impact as well, or a mental toll on those people. So Tim, thinking about when people have to leave the workforce earlier than they expected, what are the immediate things they've got to start thinking about?
The immediate things, firstly after the shock of an unexpected outcome like that, will be, have I saved enough to actually retire? If I'm not able to find another job or return to work, do I have enough in superannuation? Do I have enough savings? How am I going to replace that lost income?
Okay. And especially people who have been made redundant in maybe their 40s, 50s and 60s, what's the first thing they should be thinking about doing?
First thing to think about is really work out where you're at. So you're going to lost an income stream. How are you going to replace that? What are your assets? What are your liabilities? What are your current expenses? Think about the resources that you do have and how you can put them to best use to help you move forward.
Okay. I suppose the other big group of people is that people who have left the workforce and can't return because of poor health. What about those people in those situations?
So if you do find yourself in that position, there are a number of things you can do. First of all, you could look to any insurance that you might have. People don't realise that through their superannuation they might have income protection or trauma or TPD insurance to help fund some of that lost income. And secondly, if you do or don't have that, you can also look to income support, potentially from the government, depending on what your means are.
Okay, then. And I suppose, but when something like that happens, that's kind of pretty complex. So where's the best place to go to get some advice to lead me through that process?
Well, this is probably a great opportunity to consider talking to a financial advisor. They can help you navigate these rules, give you choices, show you what your options might be, as well as help you put yourself in a better position, at least financially, to secure what you're looking to do.
Okay. And I think that the other large category that we're seeing today also is where people have to leave the workforce and become a carer for someone else. Is it the same situation with them? How do they go about making sure that they're going to be okay in the future?
Yes, it's definitely a similar type of thing. You might find yourself in a position where you're not able to return to work or work as much as you previously could. So in that case, it is also a case of looking at what are your current financial resources, how can we put them to best use, and what are the opportunities to perhaps replace some of that income. Again, looking at income support that you can receive as a carer from the government might be an option.
Right. And I think the last thing is, if this happens to you before you can access your pension or can access your super, what do you do then?
It's about using what you've got. So looking at your savings, looking at any investments, money you might have put away.
So I think the main things are, it's not a time to panic. It's about seeking advice at the appropriate time with the appropriate people.
Absolutely is.